Hello, this is FX Ninja, the author of this ARSITEK logo reveal project. Thank you very much for purchasing and welcome to this guide. Well, once you open up the project, this is how it's going to look like. You will have two compositions open up by default, the ARSITEK logo _V and ARSITEK logo _H. V stands for vertical, H stands for horizontal. Now, if your logo is a vertically distributed logo, something like this, then you should use this template. This is the one you have to customize. If your logo, on the other hand, is a horizontally distributed logo, something like this, then this is the one you have to customize. Well, that's the only difference in these two compositions. Nothing else. The main controls and the customization process works exactly the same way. They're identical. So I'm going to I'm only going to demonstrate only one of them. So I'm going to demonstrate the vertical version, how to customize it, and the horizontal version is just the same way. Now, in the projects panel, it's right here in the Windows menu. If you can't find it, there are several folders. Your logo customization, that's the first folder, and there are 5 steps you have to complete in order to complete the customization process. And actually the 6th step is playing with the main controls layer right here. 1080p version, this folder contains the two 1080p Full HD compositions, and these are the 720p and standard definition versions in case you need them. And this audio folder, this project doesn't contain the audio track that you heard in the previous video. You have to purchase it if you want to use it. I have provided the project link, the link to the audio file in the projects page. If you follow it and purchase it, then you'll most likely you'll be downloading a WAV file or an MP3 file or both. Whatever it is, you just have to right click on this, replace footage, and browse to wherever you have saved out that WAV or MP3 and double click on it. It will be replaced here, and when you render this final once you have customized and everything, when you do the final render, if you render it with audio, then you'll get exactly what you heard in the previous video. I'm sorry. And these are the elements and breakdowns I've used in the projects. In the project, I'm not going to touch on them right now. So let's start with the customization process. The first step is a very easy one. There's a folder, step 1, your logo and text. There are 4 compositions. Let's double click on them to open them up. Now place your main logo here, but you have to place your main logo here. So I'm going to file, import file. Let's assume for a moment that this is your logo. This is just I'm going to press Y on my keyboard to change the anchor point. I'm going to grab the pen tool because my logo and text is in the same layer. Well, you can delete this envato-black.png. I'm going to press S on my keyboard to reveal the scale attributes, V to move. Now that's it. Place your logo like that in this composition. If you can't find it, if you can't see it, you can always click on this toggle transparency grid button. Now you can delete this one as well. Let's draw another garbage mask. You have to close it here. Scale it up a little bit. Press S on your keyboard, by the way, to reveal the scale attributes. Center it as much as you can. You can always use these guides to assist you. All right, fair enough. Your third text. Now this can be your slogan, tagline, or whatever. 3docean.net. Oh, 3D. Now, once you have done that, they will be revealed like this. And finally, there's an additional text which is optional. You can change that one too. Online marketplace. You can type anything. These are just simple text fields, so you can double click on it and type anything and go to the character palette. It's right here in the Windows menu. And change the font too, if you want to. So that's very easy. Well, the fact you have done that doesn't mean that the customization is over, because there are several elements that you have to place in order to make it work. Now, step 2, logo strokes. Now here, let's click on this button, toggle transparency grid. Now what do you have to do? The topmost layer is the stroke controls. If you can find now the red color, in red color, what you see is the outline of your logo. If you want to see more detail, you can adjust this value and see more detail. Sometimes this might come handy. Sorry. But these ones, these green color lines, you have to place these green color lines and you have to align them in the best way that you can with the logo. So you can rotate it. Let's rotate it. Go. All right, just like that. These are the pencil strokes that you will see that that the logo will draw on the logo when as it reveals. Well, you have to place them in an appropriate way, in any way you like. However you place them, they will be animated. And make sure that you make a really good that you distribute them evenly to resemble a technical drawing. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do. My computer is all noisy today. I wish you can't hear it. But anyway, something like that. You have to place all these drawings. By the way, you can scale them too, and you can rotate them as well. However you place them, they will be revealed in the final animation. Now let me show you. Now these lines that you see, the lines here, the pencil strokes that you see here, these are the ones that we have just placed. Now that's step 2. Now step 3. Now there is a marker right here. Now you can see the logo again. There is a marker right here. You have to hold down your shift key and click somewhere around here and make sure that you're right on this marker and you're on 60th frame here, because if you select this layer and press U on your keyboard, you'll see some keyframes. You have to change these values, and when you change these values, a keyframe will be added, because all these values are now animated, as you can see. So you have to be on this marker, hold down your shift key and click somewhere around here. Never come here and change it. That will ruin everything, because another keyframe will be added, and here's what will happen. It will start animating right here. Watch this. It will start animating like that, and that's really bad. You always have to be here on the 60th frame, right upon this marker when you change these values. Now, once you're on the marker, then you don't have to worry about anything. Just come here. Now, you might wonder what's this, and well, this is actually width indicator, height indicator, width info, height info. Now let's change it. Now adjust these two scales to ends roughly to the width of your logo. This one roughly to the height of your logo, and this one roughly here. You can keep it inside or outside, no problem. Let's keep it outside. Okay, a little lengthier than the other one. This one too, a little lengthier than the other one. Oh, right. Now, once you've done that, you can select these one by one. Oh, sorry. These are the width indicates, so you can place them right here. Like that. All right. Now, have you seen what I did? Oh, so this is what I did. I've distributed them across the screen like that to, to make it look like it's a technical drawing. So, yeah. Let's keep it here. Okay. Now that's step 3. Let's do step 4. Step 4 is actually easy. You have to place these elements. You can scale them as well, rotate them, whatever. These are for the, now what you see here is your third text. All of these elements will be animated on top of the text as it reveals. Now this one doesn't have to be that accurate. Just make sure that you place them something somewhere like that. It's not that important, but make sure that you don't place them here and here like that. Make sure that they are connected with with the third text. And step 5 is another set of keyframed elements, just like what we did in the for the main logo, but here in this case it's for the third text. Once again, you have to come onto the marker on 60th frame, hold down your shift key and click somewhere around here, and once you have done that, you can change it. Yeah, they're actually there. Okay, let's do that. Now I'm going to place them. This is just what I did in the previous step. If you can remember. Okay. Let's do that. Final. Okay. Now this is what I did. Well, once you have done that, you don't have to be that accurate when you do this, but it's good if we can move these dots a little bit to the left. So let's do that. Okay. Okay, that's it. Now that's step 5. Now we have placed all the necessary elements there. Now it should animate fine. With all the elements that we have placed. Can you see? I hope you can see these lines, the animated elements that we have just placed right here. Okay. Now the next step is to play with the custom controls. The logo's center. Select this layer, main controls, and press U on your keyboard. You'll see 2 markers here, cam and centering. You always have to come onto this marker called centering if you want to change this value right here. You might almost always have to change this value because every logo is different, and you'll have to center the logo at the end. But I'm going to leave this control to the end of the demonstration, because at the very end we're going to finally center the logo. So even though it's the first control, you have to visit this control, logo center control, at the end of the customization process. So let's come somewhere around here, and lens flare color, BG. I'll explain all this. Paper intensity. Let's scale the logo up a little bit, like that. And main text, move, scale, and color. You can move the main text in X and Y, like so. Let's actually move it up a little bit, and let's leave it as it is. You can scale it up and down with this control, and you can colorize the text as well. Right now the text, the main text, is there with the original colors it came along with, but you can type out 0 right here and colorize it separately, like so. I'm going to switch back to the colors, original colors. And the third text, the placement seems fine, but you can move it in X and Y with these two controls, and you can scale it up and down with this control, and you can colorize as well, like so. You can change its color if you want to. Okay, and there's another one. Logo colorize is the same thing. You can override the logo colors by typing out 0 right here, and you can colorize the logo based on these 3 color slots. So let's not do that right now, but that option is there. Logo detail colors. Right now, these logo detail colors, let me explain what this lens flare color means. The lens flare color basically is the lens flare that's happening in the beginning of the animation. If you change it like so, you might see a very subtle change, but I suggest that you stay really close to white when you're changing the color of the lens flare. And the background color and gamma, let's 0, 0 right here. Well, you can saturate this. You can adjust the saturation, you can adjust the gamma, you can adjust the hue. That's how you can customize and colorize the template. So let's do this. Let's increase the lightness as well, because we are customizing a light version. Alright, that's how you can colorize the background. And the paper intensity is that at the beginning of the animation you'll see a texture of a paper. If you don't want the paper, what you can do is you can choose white right here. The paper will go away. I almost always keep the paper on because I love the texture. But if you don't want the paper, then that's how you can get rid of it. Logo colorize. There. Logo detail colors, I'll come back to it really soon. Main text, move, scale, and color is there. Yeah. Logo disable, logo borders, I'll come back to this. Now the final text. About the final text, I'm skimming over the easy ones. The enable final text. Right now, at the end of the animation, there is this final text thing happening. You can disable it just simply like that. If you turn it off, it won't be revealed at the end. That's the difference. Lens flare wipe color. Now, when the wipe happens, there's a lens flare here. You can change its color. That's what this means. Oops, don't do that. But you can change that color here. Final text, and the final text move. You can move the text in X and Y with this control. You can scale it up and down. Let's actually scale it down here. And you can colorize it as well. That's why these colors are there. And the enable flat color for BG is that right now the background color is the gradient backdrop that I have placed. But if you want a flat color like the one you've seen in the preview video, what you can do is you can just enable flat color for background. BG stands for background. If you turn it on, you will be presented with a flat color. Then you can change it to anything. It might come handy sometimes. And all right, now for these ones, logo detail colors. Logo detail colors are, there are 5 color slots right here, and this doesn't mean that you can put multi-colors like here, like green, red, blue. Actually, let's do that. If I do that, you'll see what will happen. It will look really ugly. All right, if I do that, that's what will happen. The thing is that all these elements right here that you see, they are being colorized by these color slots. That's what I'm getting at. So what you have to do is that choose a single color for all these color slots. The default value will almost always work fine, and you can give it a bit of a variance like that. That will give you some depth. Something like that. If you do that, that will work fine. That's why these 5 color slots are there. So what these 5 color slots are going to colorize is these elements that you see all around, which I animate. So that's it. And the logo threshold and width. Now here, an outlined version of the logo. Now these are real detail. Now we are diving into detail. An outlined version of the logo is animating in the beginning of the animation. You can change the width of that stroke like that, or you can keep it low, or you can, if you're losing detail right here, if I type 120, you'll lose some detail. So you'll have to, because every logo is different, so you'll have to play with these values a little bit until you get a good amount of detail for your logo here. That's why this control is there. Now, disable logo border. Now I have by default for the vertical version I have disabled the logo border. What I mean by the logo border is that what you see right here, when the logo, now the logo is extruded, and the color of the extrusion is derived from the edge color of the logo. You can disable that and colorize that edge separately according to your preference. You can type 0 right here and start colorizing. If you do that, you can, if you choose same color for all of this, then that's what will happen. But you can do that. Let's do that. Something like that, yeah. I don't know. Now the logo border. Now this logo border, you can if you don't like it, you can just disable it like so, and it will switch to the original logo image. And the enable final text and the white color, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's how you can customize the templates. It's once you have placed the once you're past these 5 steps, it's fairly easy to play with the main controls and get a final look. Oh, and finally, I'm sorry, the centering of the logo. Now here you can turn on the guide and see if your logo is properly centered. If you don't think your logo is centered, then you can change these values. Oops, sorry, you can change these values like 50. Yep, like that. Even in X and Y too. Yeah, if you think that will center your logo, then you can do that. Whatever you do, you have to be on this marker. Make sure that you're on this marker. If you're here and change, what will happen is the animation will be broken, because there are there are 3 keyframes right now. That cannot happen. All right, that's the only rule. You have to come onto this marker, hold down your shift key and click somewhere around here, and the time slider will snap onto the marker called centering. Only then make sure you're on frame 179, and only then change this value and center your logo. That's how you can center your logo, and that's it. And finally, you can render this one out with the audio if you have purchased the audio track, and replaced it right here. Well, that's how you can customize the template. And thank you very much for purchasing once again. And if we have any problems regarding to this project, just mail me via my profile page. I'll get to it right away. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye bye.